Hey everyone, I wanted to share a quick recap of some of the announcements from Microsoft Ignite, particularly around Copilot and AI agents. There was a ton of news, so I'm going to try and distill out the updates that I think are useful for MSPs and small businesses. So a lot of the announcements were around agents, and Microsoft is going to be taking agents to a whole new level this next year. In traditional AI terms, an agent is an autonomous entity that perceives its environments and takes actions to achieve specified goals and learns from the outcomes of those actions. Copilot is a little bit different than that. It offers two different kinds of agents. One is a declarative agent. You can access those today in your SharePoint sites. You'll notice there's a Copilot icon in all of your SharePoint sites, and there's a chatbot now for all of them, which is really interesting to engage with. You can also build your own agents right from the Copilot interface, and of course in Copilot Studio is where you're going to get the most functionality. So Microsoft calls these declarative agents. They're not really autonomous, but they are designed to help you get information, and they do have a whole lot of business value. So I'm going to be making a few over the next couple weeks, and I'm excited to make some videos about that. Some of the new features are around actions though, and this is something that's really going to add a lot of value to these Copilot agents. So they'll be able to interact with tools like ServiceNow, Salesforce, and industry-specific tools like Procore and Law Toolbox, things like that. These aren't just static bots, they're going to be dynamic assistants that allow you to bring context to life, as well as add custom skills to your existing Copilot. So whether you're creating a service request or analyzing customer insights, this is going to be a powerful new tool, and this is what's really, driving my innovation and helping my creativity right now. Autonomous agents are also on the horizon. While there have been some already released in Dynamics deployments, the ability to make your own is still upcoming. And autonomous agents I really wanted to separate out because they're going to take what we've been doing to the next level, where you can actually complete tasks without needing specific step-by-step prompts. This is going to really change the way that AI works alongside us, especially in our complex environments, and they're really going to be the big news of 2025. There were also some new features in the apps discussed, and some of them are in Teams. One's Facilitator, which is out right now. It's that little piece of paper with the AI stars on it. And what it does is it adds a shared Copilot experience for everyone in the meeting. So it's like having a group assistant that helps you capture, organize, and draft the notes in real time. And then when you combine that with the Pages feature, you can turn those Copilot notes into a loop component, as a collaborative artifact and share them around your team. It was also announced that Copilot's going to be able to reason over presentations and screen shares in Teams meetings, which is going to make that recap feature even more powerful. In addition to the recap feature, I think the ability to reason over presentations and screen shares is also going to add a lot of utility to the way that we use Copilot in business processes. You'd be able to take two weekly presentations and ask Copilot what was different between them, for example. Another feature that I thought was pretty amazing was called Interpreter. So imagine you're in a meeting and somebody's speaking a language you don't understand. Well, now you can click on that person and use the Interpreter feature to translate their language into the language of your choice, but it keeps their voice. It's basically like the Babelfish from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's a huge leap for international communication, and it's just one of the most impressive AI capabilities I've ever seen demoed. If you want to show a customer something with AI for a wow moment, Interpreter is definitely the way to go. It's not in our teams yet, but it will be released soon to everybody who has Copilot. Another great feature released was the changes to Copilot Labs, which has been renamed the Prompt Library. So this is a place where users can explore, save, and share prompts. It's a great resource, especially I think for people who are starting out with AI. It makes it a lot easier for them to see how Copilot can be useful for them in their day-to-day work, and just kind of get a sense of how the different apps are going to work. I recommend it heavily as a resource to everybody who's been buying Copilot, and I think these changes are going to make it an even better enablement tool. Lastly, there's the Copilot Control System, and this is something that encapsulates some updates to the Copilot admin centers, as well as new analytics dashboards. These tools are going to help you understand how Copilot's being used in your organization for both security and productivity purposes. They're going to show you who's using it, your ROI you're generating, and more. For IT teams and MSPs, especially with these renewal periods coming up, this kind of insight's crucial. You can see how AI is making an impact and make it easier to justify those investments. There was really a ton more from Ignite, but these are some of the highlights that I think will make a real difference in how we work and collaborate. If you're curious about all the details, you can check out the Book of News. That's Microsoft's document that has all of the updates from Ignite. I'll include links to the blogs and features I discussed, as well as videos to some of my favorite Ignite sessions in the post, and thanks for watching.